Here we go, headed to Scottsboro, Alabama for our card show. So getting on the road now. We'll see, hopefully we can pick up some stuff for the PC. The boys are with me and I'm excited for them to get to go to their first show. Maybe they can find some stuff that they're looking for. What are you guys looking for?
Hockey goalies.
Hockey goalies, baseball. Awesome. All right, guys. You ready to go, man? You excited about the show?
Yeah.
All right, so we're here in Scottsboro, Alabama at the Scottsboro Sports Card and Memorabilia Show. So let's go take a look, see what's inside. You ready, guys?
Yeah. This is the upper deck. I think it's renewed this year.
It is.
I might get one of these.
Let me see. Braves? Yeah. I've got
Look at the Brady. You looking at?
Some football cards.
All right, so we're back from the show. This is actually the day after the show. And what I'm going to do is explain to you how everything you're going to see on this video that we picked up, we only paid $3 for all of this. And at the end of the video, I'll explain how we only paid $3 and how it ties into, I guess, collecting and the market of sports trading cards right now, and the way I'm hoping that I can invest more in the future, not just for myself, but invest in the future of collecting for kids. So this was the boys' first trip. They're beat, so they were like, Dad, you do the rest of this. So let's just show you what they picked up. So Of course, some old school Topps Big Baseball. Series 1 and Series 2. I don't know if you guys remember these. These are Rylands. He's opened a lot of these already. As you can see, you know, there's no opening on camera with this stuff because you just can't keep a kid from busting wax, man. That's how you get them into it. So you see the old packs, you guys had a little trip down memory lane. But I think this is how you get kids into it. You teach them how to enjoy the cards for the sport, to learn about the players, to read the stats on the back, to read the comics on the back, and really get them to just love the hobby first. Let's bust one pack. I know Rylan won't mind you guys seeing what's in the pack. This is from Series 2. Lots of nostalgia here, guys. So there you go, right off the top of the bat. If anybody wants a t-shirt from 1988, have at it. So Mike Marshall. Let's see, we got Brian Fisher. What I love about this design, I don't like the oversized card aspect of it, but I don't know how many of you guys, this looks like some kind of thumbnail design now with everybody outlined. It's like they were way ahead of their time in '88. How about a Saberhagen? Remember Saberhagen, guys? Pretty good picture. I collected a lot of Saberhagen. There's Rich Gedman. Mike Davis. Ah, look at that. There we go. See? Back when I was 7 years old and I pulled a Tony Gwynn out of this stuff, that was just crazy, man. It was awesome. And look at this cool. This is what it's about for kids. Tony is 2-time NL batting champion. Check it out. He's got 2 crowns on him. I mean, this is good stuff. So working on building a set of these, and he can beat them around and play with them because he needs to learn how to enjoy cards. So got the Topps Bigs. He also got a box of 92 Donruss baseball, as you can see. He's ripped it. He's even got some of his bigs in there. Look at that, Harold Reynolds on top there. But he did want me to share with you his favorite cards, and those were the Diamond Kings. So there's Randy Johnson, Diamond King card. And we get to sit and talk about these players that I knew growing up. Greg Swindle, Tony Phillips. He also bought this box of 2020 Panini Prism Draft Baseball. He's already opened it as well, and I'll show you what he got out of that box. No opening on camera for him. Let's just look at the highlights. But what's cooler than opening a box of baseball cards with lots of beautiful shine and color? All right, so all these guys are in their college uniforms, but he did pull a Torkelson. So throw that one in there. Ian Anderson for the Braves. Sam Infante. But, of course, when you're a kid, I'll show you the rest of them. What's better than pulling an autograph? Now, we are Alabama fans, but how cool is it to pull an autograph of a player from an in-state college? When I was 7 years old, I would have flipped my lid, and he was over the moon for this. So I wish he would have broke it on camera just to get his reaction, but like I said, who can stop a kid from busting wax? So that's what he got out of his 2020 Prism Collegiate Baseball box. My older son, Lakin, he's a hockey guy. We found these 91 Score. There's Series 1. That's the English edition. This is the Canadian box. And he's already busted a few packs of this already. So some little nostalgia for you guys. And he's already grabbed a couple of Lindros first-round draft choice cards out of there. So maybe he'll pull a couple more out of this, but loves hockey, is enjoying learning about the sport, and we also were able to grab a Series 2. And the seller, the guy that sold these boxes to us, was awesome. He sold these to them for like about $7 a box, which is commonly what you could find it for. But go look on eBay, guys. These Score boxes are going for $15 plus shipping. So the biggest hockey find we had was this Hockey One-on-One Challenge booster box from the One-on-One Challenge hockey game by Playoff. And we walked up to a table full of just some old wax, and this was sitting on top, and I just grabbed it because buddies over at Poke Checking Cards and their podcast had mentioned this and how it's a pretty special product, and couldn't pass it up for what we paid at the time, $15. But like I said, we got out of there only spending $3. Show you a few of my pickups as I collect Javi Lopez. So one of my buddies there at the show was able to pull some cards for me, set them aside, and he sells these things to me for like a dime a piece. Already had this one, but I had to go with it. You can't pass up an nth degree from Score. These are just gorgeous. That would be one cool set to collect. So just some hobbies that I needed for my super collection. This is actually a dupe because it can't pass up on an SP there. Chromes are getting harder to find. There's some Preferred, Limited, and then from Bowman's Best, and the Pacific October Moments card. I also picked this up for my buddy for the hobby stuff. He just threw this in and said, "Hey man, you need this starting lineup?" I was like, "Nah, not really, but I don't have the card." And he's like, "We'll take it." So some really cool people out there still in the hobby. He also found this. And I love the fact that it is the rated rookie from Donruss. It's not a super clean card, but it's an auto. And like I said, I'm a collector when it comes to Lopez. I'm not worried about great ability with him. It's more or less just some, finding some cool pieces of his stuff. A couple other things I picked up for myself. Had this blue Prism from 2013, Panini Prism. So add that one to the collection for Freeman. And this short print really was missing this one. So the Heritage SP. And out of the dollar box, found a few more Braves. A nice Markakis refractor from Heritage. A Hank Aaron refractor. Rest in peace, Hank. And I'm not a Royce Lewis fan, but when you see a card numbered out of 50 in a dollar box, you just can't really leave it there. And then, of course, Ryland found him some Oakland A's cards because he's a big A's fan. And I asked him why he's such a big A's fan, and he said, "Well, when we play baseball on PlayStation, that's the team I pick." So that's good rationale for a 7-year-old. So a couple of Matt Olson and a Matt Chapman rookie. And then I asked him, I said, "Why did you pick out the Trail Davis card for?" He said, "It just looked really pretty, Dad." To be a kid again, right? A few 90s cards. Cool Frank Thomas card. Found a Vlad showcase. This is a row 1, the Grace. So of course you got to pick up a Hall of Famer when you can. And how about this? He had one of these Diamond Dust Ripken cards from Ultra. I think this is a class 2. I'm not sure. My Bonds guys will know. But it is a black label. Play there. Yeah, black label card. And then I just had to have this one. I'll never own the real Frank, so why not grab the sample, right? 1997 Pinnacle Totally Certified, the Platinum Gold sample, the promo sample. We were looking for some hockey for Lakin's collection. He likes goalies, so we grabbed this Parkhurst Ben Bishop. Guy had a 5-row box of just different stuff. He had a hockey jersey on, and I was like, "Hey, you got any hockey stuff? Hockey singles?" He's like, "Yeah, and I got some blasters too." So before I show you the cards, we picked up one blaster from him, and he sold this to us for $20, guys. I was just like, "That's incredible, man." I was like, "You could get way more for it." He's like, "It's okay. It's for kids." And that's what I loved about him. He was so good to sell those to the kids. And he sold us these cards right here for like $5, and we got way more out of the value than that. So I tried to give him more, but he was like, "No, man." So Ben Bishop, Marc-Andre Fleury, Connor Hollenbuck, Ellis Merzlinkins, Peter Mrazek, Jonathan Bernier. There's a Thatcher Demko. So Lakin grabbed him some goalie cards. How about that? He had a UD canvas, Igor Shesterkin in the stack, just in a box in a row. And then he had these young guns in there. And this is why I was trying to offer him more money, because he had some young guns just tossing there. Connor Ingram, Ryan McLeod, Michael DiPietro, excuse me. And then there was a Nick Robertson just sitting in the box. And I was like, "Dude, you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, man." So these hockey cards all for like $6. just picked up a few things like this. And let me explain to you how we ended up only spending $3 for all of this. And I'm gonna put up a picture right now, and I'll talk about a few cards in this shot. Sometimes collecting just turns into hoarding in a way. We can't just have one of something, we gotta have two sometimes. And these 3 cards I bought back when Freddie Freeman was relatively inexpensive compared to what he is now. But these are all duplicate cards. It's just kind of one of the things we do as collectors. We see another one and we find a good price on it, we gotta get it. And it paid off down the road. So I took these cards to the show, worked around with a couple of the different sellers, and found a guy who was willing to put a package deal together. And so for these and a few other rookie cards, and so we turned around and we took that money and we spent $153 total at the show. And not just this stuff, but some other things too that I didn't show you in the video. So we left the show yesterday with out of pocket $3 for the show. So I could have sold those cards, turned around and flipped it into something else that I wanted, but my boys are getting into collecting, and what better way to invest in the future of the hobby than to invest in the young kids. It's a chance to let the kids learn about the players of that era, to teach them some responsibility about how to take care of their cards and manage their cards, and not worry, you know, if they round up some corners, because that's what it's about. It's about learning how to collect. So we're working our way into it by opening some older stuff, letting them be responsible for it, and when they're ready to move into some different products, then we'll take that step. So I love it. They had a great time. I had a blast. I would have paid way more than $150 for all the memories that we had from that trip. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.